Welcome to my latest video, a tutorial on Photoshop 2024, which will relate to a new feature of adjustments that can be carried out. And these adjustments can be saved and used at a later time. So let's get started. First thing first, I'm just going to click on my image and rename it. I'm just going to rename it Master. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look at the window. In order for this to proceed fairly simply, what I want to do is change our window, our workspace. And our workspace we're going to change to photography. When we change this, you'll find that there is a new window will appear on the right hand side of the screen, which is associated as best fit for photographers. We're now going to go to that window and we're going to ensure that the following are highlighted. In other words, they're ticked. Now this adjustment should be ticked: histogram, layers, and at the bottom you should have application frame, options, tools, contextual toolbar, and of course if you've loaded an image you will see an image loaded at the bottom of the screen, which I have. Let's get started. We're going to look at the adjustments and how we're going to use these adjustments to apply to this image. So if we click on them, and we're going to just click back view for all, and we'll find you'll see adjustment presets on your window, and you'll see a few little boxes. I'd like you just to click on more, and you'll find that they're broken into categories. These categories are portrait, landscape, photo repair, creative, black and white, and cinematic. Now we're going to select portraits, and from portraits we've got 6 choices. If we float over these, you'll see that we will see the effect of the particular filter on our photo. Okay. What I'd like to do is I'm going to amalgamate a color adjustment, and then I'm going to effectively create a black and white. The reason why I'm going to do this is that I believe I want to enhance the reds, which will give me a higher contrast on my black and white image. So if I click on Moody Blue, for instance, it will immediately create all the necessary adjustments at the click of a button. So if I click, you'll find that they've now occurred on the image. What I'd like to do is go down to the little camera icon and click it, double click it. I will get up the filter. I'm going to change the color of this filter by clicking on it and choosing red. And I'm going to say OK here, and I'm going to just highlight this box and type in 50%. I'm going to allow you 50% as the level. Don't worry about it being a bit pink. All will be revealed whenever we effectively apply the black and white filter. What we now want to do is we want to click on the little box, little X, and move over to black and white. And if we click on black and white, the black and white filter will be applied. I'm going to go to my curves area. You see the icon with the S in it? Let's just click on, double click on it. I'm going to adjust it slightly. So I'm just going to push up the bright element, and I'm going to bring down the contrastal area darkness to the black and white. I'm happy that that has given me the desired effect. So I'm just going to click on that little X. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to collapse these particular adjustments that we carried out. So if the little downward arrow, if you click it, and again on the next one click it, you'll find you've got portraits and you've got Moody Blues. If you hold the command key and click the bottom one, so that you find that you've got both of these selected. It's important that both of these are now selected, because what we're going to do is we're going to create this as a template so we can use it again and again and again. So the next thing we want to do is we want to ensure that we get back to our view all. So by clicking that little button that I've just clicked, we're going to see your presets appear in the box, and there's going to be a little plus, and I'm going to click on the plus. And this window will get up so we can effectively apply a name to our preset. And I'm going to call this my black my black and white preset, and I'm going to save it. And immediately what you'll see now is that we've got a little box has appeared, and it's called my black and white preset. So let's test it. So if we go out of the system, what I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to close all, but I'm not going to save anything. So do not save. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call the image back in again, and this time I'm going to click on my black and white preset. And effectively what you've got is a black and white. Now, as the black and white suits this particular image, if we were to call in another image, we can make subtle adjustments to it to ensure that that particular image lives up to how we want to develop that image. So let's try it again. We'll go to our file, close all. We don't want to save anything, don't save. And we'll call up another black and white image, and let's call this black and white image up. And I'm going to apply it. Bingo. I've applied it. And it may not be what we're looking for, but we've got the ability to adjust our curves. And immediately we can adjust the effect of this image. The other thing that we've got, I'm just going to go out there, we also have the effect of the color filter that's applied. So let's just click on the color filter. And by turning on all the filters, we click this button, we can effectively now see all of the filters that we've got. If I wanted to choose a deep emerald and effectively make changes to the image, you will see that those changes are now reflected. So this filter is entirely adjustable, and the only limitation is your creativity. So get practicing, because this is yet another feature within Photoshop that does not require a lot of knowledge in order for you to experiment and perfect your techniques. Thank you for listening.